What's up, guys? LQ here with the LQ Review. Thank you so much for joining me here at my YouTube channel. This is where I talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that I love to talk about. Movies and video games and comic books and TV shows. And right now, let's talk about Creature Commandos Episode 3. My review of the first two episodes is up. To remind everybody, I loved the first two episodes. I thought they were great. I thought they had this great James Gunn feel, but also it felt fresh. It felt like a new start. And yes, it is a continuation of some things that happened in the DCEU, but it still felt very fresh and still felt very much like a new beginning, which is what the DCU needs, is a new beginning. Creature Commandos gave us that. Episode 3, I thought, was the strongest episode yet. And it was very much focused on G.I Robot. I loved this story, going into his backstory, killing Nazis and, saving a squad, and end up being decommissioned and bought by a collector. Eventually, we learn this collector isn't a really good guy. G.I Robot goes on a killing spree. I mean, there's so much of this backstory that has been telling G.I Robot's story that was just, this is perfect. This is perfect. This is perfect. I enjoyed every second of it. It kept flashing back and forth between the past and the present. In the present, the Creature Commandos, they're going in, they're trying to save the princess. And they end up fighting Cersei. And it ends with G.I Robot maybe dying, maybe, we don't know for sure, but probably. And it was sad, but he's a robot, he could come back, very well could come back. What I thought was great about this, though, was Dr. Magnus. James Gunn is going to bring in the Metal Men. He's going to study G.I Robot and create the Metal Men from that. Such a great deep cut touch that true, not true, I hate using the word true fans, that hardcore DC comic fans are going to pick up on. The Metal Men. Metal Men are ingrained in DC comic lore, and I will love it if they show up eventually. And man, it'd be great to see them in live action. The Metal Men would be so cool. But yeah, this is a good episode. Very G.I Robot centric. And there was some good fight scenes at the end. And we know that there's a threat looming. We don't know what the threat is, but the very last shot of this episode has Cersei talking about this threat, and that their defeating her is going to lead to the end of the world. So just really good stuff here, guys. If you're a comic book fan of DC Comics, there's a lot to love here in Creature Commandos. I don't know that there's going to be a lot for mainstream audiences here because there is so much deep cut comic book lore type stuff in here. But for fans like me who've been reading comics for DC Comics for decades, and I've been reading DC Comics since 1986, I've had a pull file at a comic book store nonstop since 1986, and mostly DC Comics. Great stuff here. Great stuff. So I loved episode 3. Best episode yet. Just keeps getting better. Can't wait to see what they come up with this week. All right, guys. What do you think of Creature Commandos episode 3? Let me know in the comments down below. While you're down there commenting, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And until next time, we'll see you guys later.